Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. Don't forget, today is mandatory payout, so keep your eyes on that Rainbow Six sequence because everything must go. It's going to be a fantastic day. Thrilled to have you with us. Let's check out the track and weather conditions.
Start the afternoon with nice conditions for horse racing in South Florida, a fast main track, a firm turf course, and temperatures in the mid-80s. First race of the afternoon over the turf at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch number 5, Tonina, a field of 10. This was a wide open betting race.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start from between horses for Doin' the Watusi, who hits the ground running. Moving out the inside is Ventina. Up on the far outside, the Red Tour. Bar Libre's not far away, though she looks to drop over. So as they run into the first turn, a square to spare, and Doin' the Watusi land in lockstep. The Red Tour moves in from the top shelf to be a 3-wide third. Ventina saves ground for Edgard Zayas with Flying Girl between horses. Ganoa's 3-wide. Bar Libre is 4-wide. Then it's back to Bahama Kitten. She settles into a rhythm third last. Second last is Melody Croon, and the early trailer is Cape Magic. They run into the backstretch after completing a quarter in 25-2, and the leader is a square to spare, 3 parts of a length. The Red Tour second, Doin' the Watusi third. Ganoa's fourth. Fifth at the inside is Ventina, a neck in front of Bar Libre. Then it's the team of Bahama Kitten and Flying Girl, working 3 better than Melody Croon, and still last and unhurried is Cape Magic. There's less than half a mile to go in the Saturday opener, and they complete the opening half mile in 50-3. A square to spare, and Jesus Rios calling the shots with a length and a half to work with. Toward the inside, Doin' the Watusi now takes over second and goes after the leader. Ventina tries to follow that move. Bar Libre's put to a drive. Noah's out wide. Bahama Kitten threads through horses under Panici, and Flying Girl saves ground toward the rail. Then Melody Croon as they race to the top of the stretch. Still many chances here. Off the fence a bit as a square to spare. Ventina gets first run with Doin' the Watusi next. Bahama Kitten in the purple is racing fourth and 4 lengths down with 1/8 of a mile to go. Up front, Ventina now takes on a square to spare, and Ventina takes the lead. Bahama Kitten is rolling, but time has run out, and Edgard Zayas and Ventina kick clear to win it. Ventina by 3 in the end. Bahama Kitten second, Doin' the Watusi third, then a square to spare and Flying Girl in 139-3.
Number 2, Ventina, kicks off the card with an easy victory under jockey Edgard Zayas for trainer Antonio Sano and owners Guarneri Stables. Second, number 10, Bahama Kitten, ahead of 4, Doin' the Watusi, who ran on for third. To the second race now at 5 furlongs over the turf. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch number 12, Bourbon Honey, a field of 11. All eyes on number 2, Better Be Fast.
And they're off. Better Be Fast was one of the last to begin, second last early. From the outside, Perfect State begins nicely. Here's the Gray Engraved moving to challenge. From the top shelf, Lady Greatness makes it 3 across the course. And long shot Mare Irish Dancer reined back by Ceballos to race behind the speed fourth. It's a gap of another 3 to My Martina, ahead of an improving Smarty's Greatness. Then Better Be Fast, off the speed today, better than 5 lengths behind is the big favorite. Up on the outside and getting going is just a little bit stormy. Roland Rose between horses, and then Ola Yola. And then it's a gap of another 2.5 lengths back to the trailer, Spunzig. They run to the top of the stretch, less than a quarter of a mile to go. The favorite, Better Be Fast, still yet to be heard from, working between horses, but an awful long way behind. And the leader is Lady Greatness. Lady Greatness straightens for the drive on a 1.5 lengths lead. From the outside, Perfect State is second. They just hemmed the favorite in. That'll seal her deal. She won't get the job done, and the battle continues up front. Lady Greatness on the inside, Perfect State on the outside. Lady Greatness, Perfect State, nip and tuck. It's a photo finish. Tough bob to tell there. Lady Greatness on the inside, outside in Perfect State. Then it was Engraved and Smarty's Greatness in 58-1.
Big time upset in today's second race is number 2, Better Be Fast. Not only did not hit the board, she was never heard from in today's second. And the winner was 11, Lady Greatness, under jockey Richard Mitchell for trainer David Rakoff and Golden Ages Stable. Second, number 8, Perfect State, ahead of 7, Engraved, who ran third. Time to take a timeout. Don't go away. The Saturday card continues right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon over the turf at a mile and a 16th, maidens of the special weight variety with a field of 8. Race time favorite was number 5, Slimy.
And they're off. From the center, Mizzentown gets the first call. Little No Way is showing speed. From the outside, here's Diamond Square moving to challenge. Diamond Square will land second behind Mizzentown, who's intent on the front. Moving up from the outside, that's Never Burn a Copy, and the favorite Slamy is now between horses. It's a length and a half back to run time ahead of All About Voodoo, and 2 to the trailer, Pawn It Back. Around the first turn, they go with Mizzentown in front by a length. Never Burn a Copy, 3 wide. Diamond Square works between horses, a length and a half better than Little No Way, who's at the rail. Then it's Slamy. The favorite is 5th and about 4.5 lengths off the lead. At the inside, races Run Time. Stretch of another 2. All About Voodoo on hold second last for Cornelio Velasquez, and the trailer is Pawn It Back. They complete an opening quarter in 24-1, and down the backstretch they go. It's Mizzentown stretching the lead to 3 lengths now. Diamond Square is second. Never Burn a Copy races from third. At the inside and Little No Way now fourth. Slamy moves between horses and draws a bit closer. Then it's a length and a half back to Run Time, 2 better than All About Voodoo, and Pawn It Back is still last of the lot through a 47-3 opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. Mizzentown trying to spring the shocker under Manny Aguilar, leads it a length and a quarter. Diamond Square is given the green light to bridge the gap second. Run Time looks for room in the white blinkers. Slamy is 3 wide. Little No Way is all dressed up and trying to find some racing room toward the rail. All About Voodoo swung into action between horses by Cornelio Velasquez as they run for home. 3/4, 1:11-3, and into the stretch they come. On the far outside, All About Voodoo traveling greenly, shifting ground as stablemate Slamy hits the front. It's Slamy in front. Run Time looks for racing room. Little No Way is at the rail. All About Voodoo on the stand side. Here comes All About Voodoo with the late push at Slamy. Run Time between them. It's Slamy to win it. Slamy won it from Run Time second, then Little No Way and All About Voodoo in 1:42-3.
Favorite takes care of business in today's third race. Slamy the winner under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Todd Pletcher and owners Al Shakab Racing. 2 Run Time completes the exacta ahead of the 1 Little No Way, who finished third. We turn our attention now to race number 4 of the afternoon over the main track at 7 furlongs, an allowance optional claiming event with a field of 8. Race time favorites included 5, 20, and 4, and 8, Mock My Day.
And they're off. Last in, first out. Mock My Day gets the first call, but quickly up to take over is Red Crescent. Red Crescent puts ahead in front. Color Me Pom Pom goes with him. 20-4 comes away in the top flight. He looks to rein back to run third behind the top flight. Mock My Day broke running, but now settles in to be 4th ahead of an improving Whoop-De-Doo, who's now 5th. In the red and in between horses is Time Will Tell, working 2.5 lengths clear of the team at the back, and they are very, very Stella and Joshua's Comprise. They race to the half-mile pole through the opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Color Me Pom Pom now at the half-mile pole with the head in front. Red Crescent is second, 20-4, and Mock My Day in lockstep, third and fourth, followed by Whoop-De-Doo and Time Will Tell, with Very, Very Stella getting started out wide, and 3 to Joshua's Comprise. 3 furlongs left to journey. Up front, Color Me Pom Pom and Luca Panici by a length and a half over 20-4 second at the 5/16. From the back, Very, Very Stella circles wide, getting into third. Mock My Day in hot water, not going on. Time Will Tell looks for some clear racetrack. 2 back to Whoop-De-Doo, who puts it in retreat, and then Joshua's Comprise as they swing in. 20-4 is set down for the drive on the outside of the leader, Color Me Pom Pom, and now 20-4 takes the lead. Color Me Pom Pom is back to second. Red Crescent back for more with Very, Very Stella. But at the 16th pole, if you back 20-4, you're home free. 20-4, and jockey Juan Leyva won it by 4.5 in the end. Very, Very Stella second, third Red Crescent, fourth Color Me Pom Pom in 122-3.
Nice performance today by the son of High Cotton, number 5, 20-4. Parlays a nice trip and kicks on for the score under Juan Leyva for trainer Anna Varsi and owner Norma McCathan. Number 1, Very, Very Stella rallied from the back to get second, ahead of number 4, Red Crescent, who was a resurgent third. So the 5th race now was the co-feature race of the afternoon, the Ginger Punch Stakes on turf at a mile to the 16th. Scratch number 2, Grace B. Scratch number 9, Rock Solid Lady. All the money for the outside pair, 7, Something Else, and 8, Family Meeting.
And they're off in the Ginger Punch Stakes. Good start for My Little Princess from the inside. Up on the outside, Something Else comes away in the top flight. She'll land second with Money or Love, reined back by Zimmerman, dropping over to the rail and racing third. Then it's Lori Store, Family Meeting trying to get over from the high draw, inside in Pat M's Image. And at the back is a stretch runner, Bitacora. Around the first turn they go, and up front, the leader is the long shot My Little Princess, and Sammy Camacho by a length and a quarter. Something Else is second, down at the inside, Money or Love is third. Lori Store, a bit closer today, racing fourth for Nikki Figueroa, racing about 3 lengths behind. Then it's Pat M's Image, Bitacora is at the inside, and 3 wide at the back of the field is Family Meeting through the opening quarter in a very, very slow time. Up the backstretch they go, and up top, the leader is My Little Princess. In front, 3 parts of a length, Something Else on the outside second. Money or Love now third. The gray Lori Store is now into a joint third. Still out wide is Family Meeting. Pat M's Image works between horses. That means Family Meeting is 4 wide, and then it's a length and a half to Bitacora, who's at the back of the field as they race to the final half mile. My Little Princess has had things her own way, but up on the outside, here's the far more tenured of outside Something Else, and up to challenge for the top. Pace quickening now. Very noticeable quicken indeed, as Something Else comes on the outside of My Little Princess to take the lead. Family Meeting is quickened with the top flight, so is Lori Store. These 4 go on from Pat M's Image, then Money or Love. Bitacora yet to get underway, but Alvarado has her in stride now. She's in the blue blinkers on the outside. 3 quarters, and they're into the drive. Something Else turns for home with the lead. Family Meeting to the attack second. Bitacora swung to the outside and coming on well with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Here's Bitacora and Pat M's Image getting to the 2 favorites. Inside Something Else, outside Family Meeting. Something Else digging in. On the outside in Bitacora, Something Else won it. Something Else for the Asperola family gets the job done. Close then for second between Bitacora and Family Meeting in 1:44 and 2.
Big time stretch battle in this final 16th of a mile of today's Ginger Punch Stakes, but number 7, Something Else, turned away the challenges and wins today under jockey Edgar Zayas for trainer Leo Asperola Jr. and owners Randy Bradshaw and Commonwealth Stable. 4, Bitacora with a big run from last to second ahead of the 8, Family Meeting, who ran third. Early pick 4, $298.40. The early pick 5, $1,507.10. We'll take a brief timeout. When we come back, the all-important Rainbow Six sequence right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. It was the start of the mandatory paid-out Rainbow Six. This was a first finish line race at 4.5 furlongs. Field of 9 signed on, and the 8-5 favorite was number 6, Go Astray.
And they're off. Toward the inside, Crazy for Sophia gets the first call. Moving up between horses is Go Astray. Up on the outside, Gracias Adios comes away racing in third. Racing from fourth and 3 behind is Helen Rose, working 2 lengths in advance of an improving Indian Myth. Sunshine Smiles has rail position better than 6 lengths behind, working ahead of Holy Diver and I Want to Talk About Me, and it's 4 to the trailer. The trailer is Denver. Around the far turn, they go past the 5/16, and up front, Go Astray has now gone on with it to lead it by 4. Gracias Adios trying to tighten in second. Up on the outside, Helen Rose is now third. Crazy for Sophia did not go on. Denver has caught the field, but is still better than 7 lengths off the lead as they straighten for home. Up front, Go Astray trying to seal the deal on a 4-length lead. Gracias Adios can only watch and wonder from second as Go Astray is kicking away. It's Go Astray as the public pick, an easy winner. Won it by 4 in the end. Second was Gracias Adios, and third was Denver ahead of Helen Rose, then Sunshine Smiles in 51 and 3.
Easy way to start today's Rainbow Six as the betting favorite Go Astray takes care of business under jockey Miguel Vasquez for trainer Angel Rodriguez and owner Ramiro Medina. Number 7, Gracias Adios at a big price for second ahead of the 5, Denver, who should go on the horses to watch list. She blew the break but ran home sweetly to get third. To the 7th race now on the start of the late pick 5 on turf at a mile on the 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 1, Shatino, a field of 10. Favorites included 3, It's a Given, and 9, Golden Point.
And they're off. Level beginning. Looking for a leader, it'll come out wide from East Rock, who now goes to the front and crosses over from the high draw. East Rock with no pace pressure. He's a bit keen under Jorge Ruiz, but he leads it 3.5 lengths early. Lay It Down also came away well from an outside gate ahead of For All the Marbles, who will race from third. Vandalago is off the speed today, now fourth, a length in front of Oklahoma Den. He has inside position in fifth, about 6.5 off the lead. It's a Given, the race time favorite, follows him, a length and a half in front of an improving move from Valordo, who's down toward the inside. At the fence and racing third last is Golden Point, second last is I'm Just Super, and Pep the Champ is last, as loose up top is East Rock. East Rock running off on the top end, lightning quick quarter of 23-1, and East Rock bumps the margin to 10. Lay It Down is second, cutting his own trip. Down at the inside and racing third is For All the Marbles. From there, you have the team of Valordo and Oklahoma Den. Following by It's a Given. He had to tap on the brakes, and moving between horses to take his spot was Golden Point. Valordo is out 3 wide, and he's still better than 15 off the top horse. 2 lengths in front of I'm Just Super, and then Pep the Champ. Around the far turn they go. East Rock posts a 47-3 opening half mile. Can he keep it up? He does have clear separation after 3 quarters in 1:12 and 1. East Rock trying to bottom him out. East Rock turns for home on a 7-length lead now. From the back, Golden Point swung into action. It's a Given between horses. East Rock starts to shorten. Lay It Down. It's a Given motoring, and It's a Given is surging to the lead now. Lay It Down tried to stay with him. Then it's up the inside. I'm Just Super. Golden Point on the outside, but at 5-2, It's a Given indeed. By 4.5. Very close for second between Lay It Down and Golden Point. Then I'm Just Super in 1:44.4.
Nice performance today from number 3, It's a Given, who's really reversed his form over the last couple of races. He gets the score under veteran reinsman Cornelio Velasquez, trainer Jose Pension, and Blue Devil Racing Stable. Number 9, Golden Point, got up to be second ahead of the veteran Lay It Down, who ran well but had to settle for third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon, 6 furlongs the journey over the main track and the start of the late pick 4. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. A field of 10 signed on. Bettors like the rail horse, number 1, Dardo.
And they're off. Hey Bub was checked to last after the beginning. From the inside, Dardo wastes no time in establishing the early lead, and it will be Dardo to lead 3 parts of length over an improving Grand Secreto, who now races from second. Up on the outside, Annie's Big Boy is third ahead of the first-timer Major Hit, who is now racing fourth. Then it's the Gray Mongolian Dancer ahead of Art Bijou, and moving up down toward the inside, Alarcon, and then at the back is the trailer's Life After 40, and You Are Silly. The race around the far turn, they went 22-2 for the opening quarter speed, and up front, the leader is still Dardo by a length and a quarter. Annie's Big Boy moves 3 wide to challenge for the top now, and Annie's Big Boy is into second. From third is Grand Secreto, gap of 4 to Major Hit, set down driving by Manny Aguilar, starting to gain a bit of ground now, about 6 lengths behind, and working 7 ahead of Alarcon. Then Mongolian Dancer and Art Bijou as they turn for the money. Annie's Big Boy giving Dardo all he can handle through a 45-3 opening half mile. Dardo tries to fight on, and he is. Annie's Big Boy hasn't put him away yet. Dardo battling on. Zayas gets him for a switch over now, and he has a narrow lead again. Annie's Big Boy is second. Dardo, Annie's Big Boy lunging again. It's a photo finish. Too close to call on the money between Dardo and Annie's Big Boy. Third was Major Hit in 1:11-2.
Exciting stretch run in today's 8th race. In the end, a nose separated Annie's Big Boy from Dardo, but Annie's Big Boy gets the money under Abby Medina for trainer Jose Garofalo and owners Buena Vista Racing Company. 1 Dardo was second ahead of 5 Major Hit, who had a useful debut, getting up for third. To the 9th race now on the start of the late pick 3 on turf at 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Put Carlos Montalvo on number 2, Malibu's Most Wanted. A field of 12 in what was a wide-open betting race.
And they're off. From the inside, Dream Shot and Malibu's Most Wanted begin the best. BK Master Key is being sent between horses to try to join the top flight. Trying to get over is Zarmo and also stuck a bit wide Nephew Howard D in the run to the first turn. Dream Shot uses the inside position to cut the corner and lead it by a length and a half over Malibu's Most Wanted second. BK Master Key is now third. Albert Charles is racing from fourth. Zarmo drops over from the high draw to race from fifth now. Then down at the inside is Yono Say. Keyed up and tugging while out wide is American Phantom. Ahead of Nephew Howard D, who gets shuffled back a bit now. It's a gap of another 3.5 lengths back to the inside. That's Campaigner's Gold ahead of Over Limit. Racing second last, and on the outside is Great Skellig. And Il Nono is last of all through a 24-second opening quarter. It's Dream Shot dictating the terms, a length and a half in front. BK Master Key second, American Phantom third, Malibu's Most Wanted. Down at the inside fourth, Dream Shot let out and out. She bumps the margin to 3 again. Albert Charles is next. Yono Say gets started 3 wide on the outside. Zarmo is at the rail, working 4 lengths ahead of Campaigner's Gold. From the back, trying to get going is Over Limit and Great Skellig. Wide is Nephew Howard D, and Il Nono is last as Dream Shot drops the gloves and opens a 6-length lead now. Racing from second, that's Yono Say trying to bridge the gap. The rest are struggling in behind as Dream Shot tries to throw the knockout blow, and it looks like he's done it. He's opened 7, and there's nobody gaining ground. Yono Say is second. From the inside, Great Skellig down the outside in Campaigner's Gold and Zarmo, but they're all left in the wake of a tour de force put up by Dream Shot. Dream Shot and Gerardo Corrales for fun. They won it by 6 or 7. Great Skellig was second, close third, Yono Say or Campaigner's Gold, then Zarmo and Il Nono in 1:30 and 3.
Wide open betting race, but number 1, Dream Shot, takes no prisoners. And turning for home, he already had the race won. Big time performance from the son of Trap Shot under jockey Gerardo Corrales for trainer Bobby DeBona and owners Love Unlimited Thoroughbreds. Second, 12, Great Skellig ahead of number 8, Yono Say, who hangs on to third. Time to take a timeout. When we come back, the late daily double. Co-featured Soldier's Dancer still to come. Don't go away.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back for the 10th race on the main track at 7 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch number 10, Better Man. A field of 9 went postward. The favorite was the 9, Capital City.
And they're off. Good start on the outside for Fifth Avenue Flash, who's heading off for the early lead. In My Father's Image was checked to last, and moving out the rail, that's Let's Go Ben. So Let's Go Ben leaves the chute with the head in front. From second, Little Awesome. From third, that's Fish Fan out wide, Fifth Avenue Flash. Crazy Frank C moves up down toward the inside. Capital City is outside of him, working a neck in front of Fenerbahce, then Magnanimous Mine, and the trailer is In My Father's Image. Down the backstretch they go after completing a quarter in 22 and 3. And up front, it's 4-1 chance. Let's Go Ben. He's in top by 2.5. Over on the outside, Fish Fan now second. Back at the inside, Little Awesome is third. Crazy Frank C looks for racing room from fourth, ahead of Fifth Avenue Flash in fifth. Then it's Capital City. You'll need to go from there. Only ahead in front of Magnanimous Mine, working 3 better than Fenerbahce. And last of all is In My Father's Image with 5/16 to go. Up front, it's Let's Go Ben. In front now by a length and a half. From the outside, Fifth Avenue Flash is second. Trying to find some racetrack. Here's Magnanimous Mind put into the clear. Up the inside, Crazy Frank C's got no place to go. He's looking to work in for a shot after a 45 1/2 mile. They straighten for the drive. It's Fifth Avenue Flash still with the lead. On the outside, Magnanimous Mind. Crazy Frank C trying to get through on the inside. He secured racing room, and he's coming after Fifth Avenue Flash. Fifth Avenue Flash just in front. Here's a run from Crazy Frank C. Fifth Avenue Flash, the winner. Crazy Frank C second, Magnanimous Mind third, then Little Awesome in 1:24.1.
Upset to the start of the late daily double with number 8, Fifth Avenue Flash, coming away with the score under Sammy Camacho for trainer Yvonne Belsor and owner Bruno Schickendogs. Number 3, Crazy Frank C had a bit of a tough trip, got up for second ahead of 7, Magnanimous Mind, who ran third. To the 11th and final race now, the Soldier's Dancer on turf at a mile and a 16th for $100,000 guaranteed. Scratch the 5, 6, 13, 14, and 15. The betting choice, the graded stakes winner, Enterprising.
And runners away in the Soldier's Dancer Stakes. Good start for the gray. My Point Exactly, who begins for the top. Keep the Dream Alive comes away in the top flight. Two-step time is on the outside, and at the rail, Favored Air. Widest of all, then trying to get over is Tutti Sano. Working between horses is piloting. Also in very tight there, Completely Bonkers. Completely Bonkers is now bulling his way between horses. That sent Mystic Sky and piloting wide. Meanwhile, Enterprising takes in all this early action while racing on the rail about 4 lengths behind. So as they round the first turn, My Point Exactly is now injected by Completely Bonkers, who's on the outside, and these two quicken up, working two better than Keep the Dream Alive. Then it's two-step time and Favored Air down at the inside. Galleon Mass follows them. He's 4 lengths off the pace setter. Stretch of another 2 to Tutti Sano. Then it's the favorite Enterprising, third last ahead of piloting, second last, and Mystic Sky is last of all through the opening quarter in just 24 and 4. The half mile was 49 seconds flat. So down the backstretch they go. My Point Exactly having a tussle here with Completely Bonkers. Keep the Dream Alive and Edgar Zayas very much in the thick of things. They're racing from third and about to go 3 wide. Meanwhile, Gaffleone appears to have the rail secured with Enterprising, as Enterprising is drawn within 4 lengths of the lead, and now he has to tap on the brakes. He couldn't quicken through the hole, did Enterprising, so he lost 4 spots in the process, and Keep the Dream Alive and My Point Exactly go on. Enterprising just not picking up his feet. In fact, he's losing ground. Enterprising got the trigger pulled and didn't have much of a reply as they swing in. Up front, the leader is still My Point Exactly. On the outside, Mystic Sky rolling from last and Favored Air between horses. Late run from two-step time. My Point Exactly digging in, pleading for the wire. Mystic Sky surging. Mystic Sky's got him. Mystic Sky gets up to win it. My Point Exactly was second. Two-step time was third in 1:43 and 2.
Big upset in today's feature race. The Soldier's Dancer is number 3, Enterprising, just never fired, allowing a 20-1 surprise in the form of number 11, Mystic Sky, who rallies from last to first to win under Luca Panici for Vexo Racing Stable and trainer Phil Gleaves. We did have a disqualification in this race. Number 4, My Point Exactly, crossed the wire second but was disqualified and placed 4th, guilty of interference to 2, Galleon Mass. 10 gets second, 2 gets third, 4 back to 4th. Super carryover in the super high five of more than $82,000. The late pick 5, $28,598.75. And with more than $5 million on the line, the 20-cent Rainbow Six good for $26,761.18.
And that wraps up today. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Sunday. Our first post is back to 1:15 p.m.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.